welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you know the next time we upload a video. So today, if you read the title and if you can't tell by my face, I'm super excited because we are doing a full face of Fenty products. So we got this box full of goodies. Like I said, some of this stuff I already previously owned, so it's not in packaging. So the first thing I have is the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer. I'm so excited. First off, this packaging is beautiful. I did try out their original foundation, like the original one she first came out with. I have it right here. I have it in the mini size, and I will say I actually do like this primer. It's not one of my favorites because I do prefer something more hydrating. This one feels really like silky. It feels like a mixture of a moisturizer and a silicone primer. It is also a little bit tacky, which is good because it'll help your makeup last. The next thing we have in here is something that I already owned. This is the 345 Fenty Hydrating Foundation. The original foundation I was not a fan of. It was just too matte and too drying for my skin. In the original I had the shade 330, and in this one I have the shade 345. And I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to match my skin in Fenty foundations, but every one I get seems like so worn. I got 345 because it said that's supposed to have like an olivey undertone, and it looks a lot better than 330 did, but it still comes off like a little orangey. So I don't know what to do about that. I usually just let my concealer and my powder kind of correct the oranginess of it, but I don't know what my like actual shade in Fenty would be because all the ones that I assumed was my shade and I try out, they look really orange. Like look how orange this is on me. I mean, it works when I blend it out. It starts to match because it's the right undertone. It's just orange. But as far as formula goes, I really love it. So that was half a pump on this side. I'm doing another half a pump. Also, this foundation blends out so much easier than the original. The original one, I felt like I had to drag it across my face even when I used a sponge or a brush. The next thing we have in this box is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer. I got mine in the shade 310. I'm only going to use a little bit because I don't know how much of this I actually need. When this first came out, I went back and forth with this concealer just because people kept saying it was good, but I kept reading reviews online and some people kept saying it was like super drying on them and da-da-da-da, and I'm like, well, I have dry skin. I don't need something that's gonna be drying. So I just never got it. But now that I have it and I feel it, it actually feels like hydrating kind of. I don't know if that's what it's gonna look like when you put it on. It feels hydrating. For under my eye, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. concealer sponge just so we can get right in those corners. Oh, I love this concealer shade. It blended out perfectly. It looks so nice. I probably could have went with 300 just to give me a little bit more of that highlighted effect, because this is highlighted, but you know, I like really bright under eyes. So I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit more just under my eyes. And we also have a banana powder, so hopefully that'll brighten us a little bit also. But so far, I'm a fan of this concealer. Yeah, adding a little bit more really does help brighten it up. So I didn't need 300, 310. Like I said, it's perfect. And the shade is helping to balance out some of that orangeness. Before we get into powder, I actually bought one of the cream products. I didn't get the cream blush, and I'm really upset because originally I wanted the cream bronzer, and then I started seeing reviews of the blushes, and I was like, oh, I want those. I got the shade Teddy. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. It's like a little sculpting brush. It's the most similar brush that I could find to the Fenty one because I didn't buy any of the Fenty brushes. And also, I really actually do like this for cream contouring just because the shape of it, it just really hugs your cheeks. I don't know why I made that noise, but it really hugs your cheeks nicely. So we're just gonna dip into that. I'm gonna stipple it on. Oh, it is really sheer. People kept saying that in their videos, but somehow I just felt like it wasn't as sheer as they were making it seem like. because a lot of people were able to like build it up really nicely, but maybe that's just the way it looks on camera. Because like in my mirror it does look like you can see it, but it looks sheer. But when I'm looking out on camera, it looks like I got a dark stripe on my face. So maybe it's just the way the lighting is, but it is very sheer, so I feel like you can't really go wrong with this. Ooh, it's so nice. And see, like, it's a contour shade, but it still has some warmth to it. It's not completely cool tone, and I like that so much. Fenty is a more high-end brand, but like at the same time, you don't hardly get any product for $20. I can't. I couldn't do that. I wanted to. I thought about it so many times. I kept putting them blushes in my cart, especially Rosé Latte, but I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So this Teddy right here, this cream bronzer, it's huge. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It looks so nice. I've actually tried the Fenty powders before. I've had the shade Honey. I've had the shade Cashew. I got Honey because I thought that would be my shade, but Honey is actually the shade I use for all over my face if I'm gonna set. And then Cashew was supposed to be lighter than Honey, and since Honey was too dark, I went and got Cashew, and maybe it was just on my skin, I don't know what it was, but Cashew was way darker than Honey was, so it looked not great on my face. And so I just started, if you guys watch my videos, you know I just mixed Honey with my number 10 shade from the Fenty Loose Powder, and it's perfect. I love it. But I ended up getting a full size of the banana powder. It comes like with the little sifter thing. I don't know if that's what it's called. So that's interesting. So if you lose one, I guess, like if you lose it, you have a replacement. That's nice. Don't know why you would lose the sifter, but I mean, I'm sure it can happen. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit into the cat, take the other end of my concealer sponge. I'm just gonna set. And you don't need a whole lot of this. That's something I learned when the powders first came out. People kept saying that it was looking drying and cakey on them, but I've never had that happen to me. And I know a lot of people say the best way to use it is to use it with a brush just so it doesn't get cakey. But I guess because I have dry skin, I'm prone to just using a little bit of powder and calling it a day. So I never had an issue with the Fenty powder being drying on me. So if you do feel like you're having that issue and it's not working for you, I would definitely try maybe trying it with the brush, but definitely using a lot less powder. This banana shade is I always talk about the banana shade because, like I said, you guys know that I end up mixing Honey, and I always say I feel like this is what the banana shade would look like on me, and that's exactly right. All right, so we're gonna do bronzer and eyes at the same time because I wanted the original one that she came out with. I can't even think of what it's called now, but I'll post a picture so you know what I'm talking about. I actually wanted that palette specifically because I kind of preferred the way that one looked over the smaller ones, and it was on sale. Of course, you know, it was sold out, so I didn't actually get to get my hands on it. It was even sold out on the Fenty website, so I didn't get to get that, but that's okay. So for bronzer, I'm gonna use that same brush I just dusted off with, and then I have the mini size of Caramel Cutie. This is one of my favorite bronzers. I love this so much. I will say, I do like more of an orangey tone bronzer, and Caramel Cutie is more like brown tone. Like Caramel Cutie is perfect to set in Teddy because they have like those same kind of undertones. They're both cool, but they're also a little bit warm. I'm gonna take a little fluffy eyeshadow brush and dip into the bronzer, and we're gonna like apply that as our eyeshadow. So then I'm gonna go in with my matchstick, and this is in the shade Sinnamon, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this on my lid. If you guys, I don't know if it's up yet. Either way, in my everyday makeup look, if I want to throw in a little bit of eyeshadow, this is the look I usually go for. It's super simple, but it's nice and bronzy, and it's just like the perfect little, you know, you got something on your eyes, but it's nothing crazy. Recently, Fenty was having a little like promotion. If you spent like $35, I think, you could get one of these highlighters for $5. And they originally had the Trophy Wife one, but I already own Trophy Wife, which we are going to use today. But I decided to placed my order. I just happened to place my order when this sale was going on. So I got this, and I think I'm gonna use this as blush, but I think I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my eyelids also. I think we're gonna do the Ginger Binge side. I think this is Ginger Binge. Honestly don't know. Add a little pink sparkle. I love how big these compacts are. Oh, that's pretty. That's another thing I love about Fenty's brand. When she advertises things, she doesn't just use it what it's meant to be for. Like a lot of these Killawatt highlighters, she'll use like all over her face or for blush or for all kinds of stuff. And I think that's so nice that she promotes that, because makeup is versatile anyways, but a lot of times we tend to forget and we tend to put ourselves in boxes and we only use eyeshadow for eyeshadow. But you can use it for anything. I dip mostly in this side right here, which is Moscow Mule, I believe. Just because I don't want it to be like super shimmery. And now put it on the outside. Oh, that got intense quick. Let's blend that out. That is pretty though. And now my eyes kind of match. I barely dipped into there. It's a highlighter, so it has a little bit of a glow to it, but we know how I feel about highlighting blushes, so this was perfect. This was meant to be for me. Oh, I love that so much. Okay, this is a win. So highlighter, I have this mini of the Hustla Baby, and then I have Trophy Wife, which I'm gonna be honest, I just bought it for the way it looks. I think I've only used it one time because it's a very intense yellow, but we're gonna use it today. It's so, I want to be so gentle with it. I do not want to mess up the FB on this. I always go around it. Is that weird? Oh, oh my gosh. I've never done it this intense before, but today we're going for it. This is so pretty. It looks like really nice on camera, but in person, it also looks nice, but in person you can definitely tell like it's a yellow shade. Like it just kind of looks like a gold shade on camera, but in person it's yellow. So like I said, for me this is definitely not something I would wear every day, but I think it's a gorgeous shade. I also got the brow. I got the brow MVP Ultra Fine Brow Pencil and Styler. I got mine in the shade Deep Black, which is the darkest shade it comes in. I just opened it and it comes like this. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not. It's supposed to be all the way out like that, but I'm gonna be gentle. Someone said it was not supposed to be out like that. I love how skinny it is. It makes doing your toes super easy. Do like little hair strokes. Take the other side, which is super cool. I'm sure you all have seen it before, but it's a little brush. I think that is so cute. At first when I saw it, I was like, no, I'd rather have a spoolie. But the other day I watched Arnell's video when she did her full face of Fenty, and she said that the brush on this was actually hard. Because when I looked at it, I also thought it was going to be like just a soft little brush. And I was like, what is that going to do for my brows? But it's actually like, it's pretty decent. I do think I still prefer a spoolie, but I think it's nice. I'm going to do the other brow like right now with you guys, but I'm just going to speed through it. just because I do the exact same thing as the other side. So I am going to clean them up off camera just because that is a little, it's kind of tedious and it'll take me a little minute. I'm also going to throw in some lashes. Fenty doesn't have lashes, so I'm just going to use my Ardo ones. So I'm going to clean up my brows, throw in some lashes, and then we'll be back to finish this face. So we're back with our brows done. I think they look really nice. I also just used my ColourPop brow gel because Fenty doesn't have a brow gel. I also ended up using these Kiss lashes in the shade Ritzy instead of my Ardo ones. I went and added Caramel Cutie to my bottom lash line, and then I went over top of my highlighter, and for my inner corner I ended up using Hustla Baby. I went over top of the highlighter just so it doesn't look so yellow. It's still really nice and vibrant and golden, but it just toned down that yellow a little bit. Not that I'm going anywhere, but it makes it a little bit more wearable. So Fenty doesn't have any lip liners, and I don't really want to cheat per se to use a lip liner because I want this to be an entire full face of Fenty. My Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. During the Sephora sale, I actually did order Sweet Mouth, so I'm waiting for that to come. But we all know the Gloss Bomb is just so iconic. This was the gloss that changed the game. And the last thing I'm going to do is set my face with the Fenty Beauty What It Do Mist. Now this is not considered a setting spray. I know a lot of people were writing not great reviews about this, but I actually wanted this, so I still bought it anyways. But a lot of people were writing like they were not happy with it and it didn't do this and do that. This does not claim to be a setting spray. Just let's clear that up for anyone who thinks it's a setting spray and you're trying to use it as a setting spray and it's not making your makeup last. This is a refresher spray, so it's literally only meant to use like throughout the day when you feel like you just need a little something to like bring your face back to life. If you use too much powder, you would use something like this. I would even use this like to prime with, but this is not a setting spray. But I'm gonna use it at the end like a setting spray. But if you're expecting this to set your makeup, this is not what this is. Okay, I just wanted to say that. Oh, look at that mist. This is the kind of mist I can get carried away with just because it, oh, it got my mouth. Just because it falls so lightly on your face. Oh, that feels nice. See, that really does feel like my face has been refreshed. I am obsessed with everything. Like I said, some of these products I had already tried and I knew that I loved them, but I'm obsessed with everything. I don't know how well these products are gonna wear, but honestly I have high hopes for everything because I already love the foundation. I already love the powders. The concealer, concealer performed like beautifully. The primer felt really nice and hydrating and moisturizing, but it also felt like it was gonna help to make my makeup last. This refresher spray felt beautiful on my face. It's like a little angelic little like on this is just so soft and gentle, and it's just like I love it. And it smells nice too. Also, I love the packaging of everything, but we already knew Fenty had the bomb pack. I can't close this, but we already know that Fenty knows how to do packaging. I just hope this does not break. I'm not obsessed with this brow pencil. I like it, but it's just like it's not out of this world that I've never seen before. It kind of feels similar to my micro brow pencil formula, so I do love it, but I'll probably stick to buying the NYX one just because it's a lot more affordable than this one. But this is a really good brow pencil, and I love this little brush. I think that's so cute. And the other day, if you guys saw my Ulta haul, which should be posted by now, but if not, in my Ulta haul I bought the NYX Fill and Fluff pencil that has like the little brush in, so I wonder if that one's as good as this one. Maybe I'll compare them two, even though they have different like brow tips. I wonder if the brushes are similar or if the Fenty one is better because, you know, it's more high-end. Also, the cream bronzer, I knew I knew I was gonna love this. From the reviews I saw and the way that it looked on people's skin tones, I just knew that this bronzer was gonna be it for me. It is so nice. It's so creamy. It's like the perfect color for me. Even though, like I said, I do love more warm tone bronzers, it's a mix between warm and cool, just like the Caramel Cutie bronzer. So it's perfect for me. And Fenty highlighters. I already own Trophy Wife and the mini of the Hustla babies, so I knew their highlighters were gonna be great. But I'm really surprised at how much I love this. Like, this is a pink highlighter, and even though I didn't use it on my face, on my eyes, it looks so pretty. Like, this is just, Fenty. Fenty just knows what they're doing, and I love how big the packaging is. Like, you could buy a highlighter from a brand that costs $40 and it would probably be the size of her minis. So Fenty, she really knows how to make us get our money worth. This powder, look how much powder you get in this. So it's like, at the same time, even though the prices are a little bit up there, you're getting a lot of product for your money. Yeah, I'm loving everything. Oh my gosh, Fenty, like, look what Rihanna did to my face. Look at what Riri did to my face. Like, she did that. I'm obsessed with it. I'm just gonna alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've tried the new Fenty products, let me know what you think down below. If you got the blushes, let me know if you think they're worth the $20, because I might need them. I might. They're so small. Let me know if it's worth it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.